Hey everyone, it's me, the Sparkle Girl. So today I am going to talk about, well, let's just say I want to review on some of the episodes from Angelina Ballerina. And I know some of you probably might not going to expect this, but my best friend Sophie knows that I'm going to talk about some of the things that I wanted to, you know, express my thoughts and opinions on some of the episodes from the original Angelina Ballerina. So yeah. I would like to start with the episode Angelina at the fair. Okay, so on this episode, let's just say Angelina constantly takes Henry to the fair with her friends. But poor Henry is forced to go on rides that he does not like. When Angelina leaves Henry on his own, however, she loses him, but then she finds him and makes up for her selfishness. Well, it has to be honest, well, to be fair, I know Henry is too young to go on those big rides and that, but sometimes we just needed to learn that we can't always expect things like, I don't want to do this, don't want to do that. That's what Henry always goes like that. And let's just say, and I don't really blame Angelina or anything, but I know some of you probably think that she is selfish, but to me, she can, let's just say, she can be sometimes, but not all the time, because Angelina does got, like, few valuable points, if I have to be honest with you guys. So let's just say, Henry may be a kid, but sometimes he can be pretty annoying sometimes, every time he cries and that. Well, I don't really blame him for being upset, but sometimes he needs to get used to it. Get used to new things. Like you can't always expect things to be, you know, whether something to do with routine, something like that. I don't know. Well, that's just my fault. So I just had to admit, I, I, I still love the episode no matter what, but I just still think that Angelina should give Henry a chance to explain or something, and Henry should give Angelina, let's just say, give her time to think, because I just think both Angelina and Henry are both can be a bit selfish to one another, so that's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry for you guys who, well, who likes this episode, but I don't mind the episode from time to time. Well, let's just say it's kind of like, you know, like I said, Henry can be a pain sometimes, so don't get me wrong. Okay, so I would say Angelina and Grandma. Well, that's just the name of the episode. So I want to talk about this episode, and it's actually about when about Angelina. Well, let's just say that her parents are going away only for a few days, and she has to be taken care by her grandparents. So yeah, although Angelina had this sort of like rehearsal going on and that, and she has like a new dress, which is actually used to be Miss Lily's dress when she was a little girl. And I'll just say, I kind of feel sorry for Angelina in that episode because, well, I just say I kind of did say that to Sophie once, and not too long ago. I mean, days ago. I would say maybe last week or maybe the other last week. I can't tell anymore because sometimes I'm not really good at memorize that. The days when I was discussing about some things. So yeah, let's just say I kind of did said this to Sophie by saying I think Angelina's nan is not really, well. Let's just say it's hard to say. Well, it's hard to say it, but I don't want you guys to feel offended or anything. But I just think Angelina's nan is not really nice to Angelina during the episode. Let's just say that she just far too focused on this sort of tea party business or anything. But Angelina, it well, I should say she's been helpful and that, and she has been waiting patiently and that for her nan to fix a dress. But for what ways? Because Angelina did try to get her nan to pay attention and fix a dress while doing the party. But I don't blame Angelina for wanting her nan to do something that is really important to her. You know, although the tea party it's actually really important to to grandma. So yeah, let's just say I just had to admit I think Angelina's nan is not really nice at all during the episode because all she ever cares is about the party and not even focus on her granddaughter. And I'm sorry guys, but that's just my opinion and thoughts because I just hate to admit it, but I just keep thinking like it doesn't matter what's the importance of what you think is more important. The important is that you should respect the other people as, aside of your own all the time because it's not right. Always respect other people no matter what, whatever it is that is important to you. But I literally did said that to my best friend Sophie when we were talking about that episode together. Yeah, so true. Because let's just say, because me and Sophie did discuss about this by saying that you can't always just go and tell them just to stop going on all the time because sometimes you're just going to upset them, you know. Although Angelina, mm, let's just say I don't know whether if Angelina does realize that her sort of thingy behavior towards her nan can be a bit too harsh. I would say I don't know. So let's just move on. Okay, so there's another episode that I want to talk about here. Okay, so and it's called Alice Present, and it's about when Alice gives Angelina a new gym bag, but when she misplaces it, Alice thinks Angelina gave it away and doesn't appreciate her, and the two friends fall out until Henry finds the bag, and Angelina and Alice make up. Well, let's just see. I just think Alice is too quick to judge Angelina just because she thought Angelina mislaid and Alice thingy persons outside by her house door, But let's just say, because if I remember correctly, it was those two naughty twins who literally snatched the bag. But if it wasn't for Angelina leaving her back there, none of this would have happened. So I'm not saying that I'm blaming Angelina, but I'm blaming the twins, That's what I'm saying here, because I just think Alice should think twice before actually having a tantrum towards Angelina. And that's what caused Angelina to have the same thing towards her, Because the more you keep fighting with your own friend, the more you're just going to affect your friends and your own mental issue, Because I don't want anyone to have that, not at all. Because I don't want that to happen to me and Sophie either. Because let's just say me and Sophie are true friends. Well, true best friends. Because we would never ever say anything back to one another. Because let's just say we do sometimes bicker, but we both know very well that we don't actually always mean it. Because me and Sophie always forgive each other so quick. Because let's just say, because I don't want to betray Sophie, and she doesn't want to betray me either. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, so that's just my opinion on the episode. So yeah, and I bet Sophie would appreciate that because I know Sophie appreciates me and I appreciate her as a more than just a best friend. She's like a sister to me, and I'm just like a sister to her. Okay, Angelina's baby sister. Okay, so on this episode, well, let's just say because it's about when Angelina um sort of like now has a baby sister named Polly. And let's just say, but her parents like you like preoccupied with Polly to give Angelina attention and are quite sort of like disorganized. And I just say, and that's what caused Angelina to be to, like somehow like become jealous, frustrated, neglected, and upset. And then she started whining and crying as usual, and goes as far as destroying her bedroom out of rage and jealousy because she feels like her family doesn't care about her anymore. But I just say I kind of feel bad for her. Although her mom did say to her in the episode, some of you already seen a video of it on my channel anyway. Some of you, of course. But I did remember see that very moment when Angelina's mom finally told Angelina that she does love Angelina no matter what. And she does love two of her children as equal, you know? Besides, when you're the oldest child and you have a newborn sister or brother and you well I should say when you first met them you started to be happy and you're like excited to have a sister or brother, but and then out of the sudden and some like from time to time you end up become jealous and well let's just say the words that I just mentioned before about Angelina has become in the episode, and I just say, well, that kind of reminds me, my big sister Sean, she did the same thing to me once when we were kids. Well, when I was born, I mean. Well, tell me about it. But I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's not about me and my sister. well, let's just say I do feel sorry for the eldest child, but sometimes the oldest child needs to know that they can't always need all the attention all the time because the baby needs attention as well as just as you. I mean, you can't literally let the baby to be ignored, now can you? Because otherwise the baby will starve, and the worst it comes, it will cry loads of times, and yeah, well. That's not really healthy at all. So yeah, that's my fault. But don't get me wrong, I do feel sorry for Angelina anyway in the episode. Yeah, so. Well, what's the worst thing I don't like? One moment in the episode, to be honest. But I still love the episode, don't get me wrong. But there's one moment I didn't like in this episode where Angelina literally accused her baby sister Polly, even though she knows that it was actually her own fault that her thingy trophy got destroyed. I mean, what kind of sister is she? Blaming on her baby sister Polly? I mean, God blimey, Angelina. I mean, you honestly no need to frame it onto your own baby sister. Your baby sister got nothing to do any of it. She's only a little tiny little thing, baby. Oh, poor little Polly. She doesn't deserve that. No. I don't understand Angelina sometimes, but sometimes I do. But, well, I just say it kind of depends on the moments in some of the episodes, you know what I mean? I mean, tell me about it. Angelina may be a pain as well sometimes, but don't get me wrong. Aha, okay, so yeah. In this episode called The Old Oak Tree. So it's actually about like when Angelina and her friends, well, let's just say there's like an old oak tree that Angelina and all her friends liked and that, and until when Priscilla Pigpaw breaks her left arm from falling out of the tree. So her mother, well, you know, Priscilla and well, you know, the twins' mother kinda like insists that the tree should be removed and chopped down. But in response, Angelina and her friends attempt to save it. Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm for those who side with Angelina, but for me, I kinda side with the twins and their mother, to be honest, because the old oak tree may be meant for Angelina and the others and all that, stuff like that. So yeah, but I know where the twins and their mom get this from because they think they're in danger. So I don't possibly blame them. But for my personal opinion on Angelina in that episode, that she is way selfish than we all think. I mean, she and Alice literally accused Priscilla to fake of having to break her arm. Well, for my correction, or well, I just say for my personal correction, I don't think Priscilla really faking it at all. If some of you think she is faking it, then that's your problem. But I'm just saying here that Priscilla definitely did hurt her arm, so yeah. So she may be a bully, but bullies can be mean at times, but we should always respect them no matter what. So yeah. Okay, so let's just say I do feel sorry for Priscilla in this episode because she doesn't deserve to be treated like that way by Angelina and Alice. And I mean, sometimes I just feel like I want to say this to Angelina like this and for that episode like this. Why can't you just leave Priscilla alone, Angelina? Why can't you shut up, stop being so selfish, and stop going on about the tree? I mean, the tree is not always safe. I'm honestly not. I just think Angelina really needs to get a grip of herself and that because Angelina, you can't be annoying. Well, sorry for saying it, but it's true. Well, sometimes. Anyway, yeah, that's just my thoughts. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I just think Angelina is just not really nice in the episode at all. Yeah. And just one more last episode I want to talk about here before I go past the go. And it's, well, let's just say it's not really an actual episode, but it's kind of like a film, and it's called The Show Must Go On. Well, it's about when Angelina and her schoolmates, well, not from the actual school, but the ballet school, that's what I mean. They all have this sort of musical royal theatre, and that's for the ballet dancer thingy, and let's just say for the Cinderella show. Okay, so yeah, I had to admit that Priscilla gets the main part, and then suddenly Angelina turns jealous because of it. Because although she knows that she cannot sing very well, but I can't possibly blame Angelina for not singing very well. I mean, but I just say, if you want my advice, Angelina, the more you sing, the more you get better. So that's my advice for you. So the more you practice, the more you get better. If only Angelina was a real person, I would definitely say that to her if she was real, you know. Okay. I had to admit she can be selfish in this thingy film as well. So yeah, I just find it very harsh, I would say, for not liking having someone else take the role. I mean, and besides, she always gets the main part all the time anyway, so I don't know what the big deal is, so why can't she just let the others get the chance to play the main parts, and not just her all the time, because she's not the only one on earth deserves to have the award, you know? Boy. Oh, wait, I forgot one more thing before I could pass it down. Okay, so it's called Angelina's Princess Dance. Well, I had to feel sorry for Angelina because all the pressure that the others are giving her. And if almost everyone are quickly to judge Angelina for being horrible to them. But for me, I kind of feel sorry for Angelina because she's not really that horrible if you think about it. She just frustrating because she can't think straight because those two royal princesses are making too much things to put too much pressure into Angelina's head. I mean, blame those girls, not Angelina. I mean, besides, Angelina may be harsh in the episode, or the film, rather, but let's just say, just the way Angelina started shouting at the others for doing this or that because she's like demanding them and all, and because she's like becoming overwhelmed, you know. Yeah, and but later in the film, like however, the sisters realize their mistakes and make it up to Angelina and the rest of the dance class. Yeah, and that's really good on them for realizing their mistakes and give them an apology. What somebody should. Whew. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm afraid. And actually, I forgot to mention about the moment when Alice started to yell at Angelina by saying, "Do it yourself." I mean, God blimey, Alice, what kind of friend are you? Angelina may be harsh, but you're being harsh on her as well for not being support. And now, because I just think Alice is not really that supportive in the film at all. She may be support at some points, but there are some viewpoints that Alice not always that helpful, because oh boy. Okay, I'm done. Okay, that's okay. Enough the Angelina Ballerina. Okay, alright. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you can please don't get too offended in the comments because I don't want to cause any drama, okay? Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!